Do you have a why you're fighting for? Is it for someone or something? We all have different things that we want to accomplish in life. And one of the most important things that we need to understand is what's your why for wanting to put in the effort to, having lack of sleep, lack of finances, lack of support from those around you that love you, or, just anything. Do you have people that are, you know, helping you? What is your why for doing all this? Are you strong enough to, raise above it, to put up with the fact that you won't have support? Do you know what your why is and why you're fighting for it? Because it's so important to understand what your why is so that you can deflect all the negativity, all the criticism that you'll get from the critics in your life and those around you. Will it happen? I have people that say, oh, it'll never happen. Everybody in my life is completely supportive. They find out the hard way that that's not a reality. People will judge what you're doing. They will try to pull you back to where they're at because it's uncomfortable for others to see you excel, change, adapt, grow, and climb out of your I can't even think what I was going to say, out of your current, that's the word I was looking for, out of your current circumstances. People will constantly want to, keep you where they're at. They don't want you to rise above your current circumstances. They don't want you to be a champ. Now, once you figure out your why so that you're strong and are able to deflect the negativity and people trying to hold you back, you have to ask yourself, are you doing it for someone or something? Are you doing it for the right reasons? Are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for, others? And it's okay, sometimes in life we'll do things for our family and indirectly it is for ourselves. But, when I say, are you doing it for someone, that someone should be you. You should be the number one person in why you're doing what you're doing, why you're fighting, why you're getting lack of sleep, why you're putting yourselves through endless, hills and valleys as you navigate to try to achieve the things that you want to achieve. So ask yourself, are you doing it for someone? And if that answer isn't you and you're doing it for others, that could be a driver for a short period of time in your life when you're doing it for your family or you're doing it for your significant other. But at the root of it, it needs to be for you. In order for you to put 100% effort, right, into what you're trying to accomplish and achieve, it has to be for you. So you've figured out your why and why you want to do what you want to do, why you're willing to go through all the trials and tribulations. And now you need to understand it has to be for you and not for others. It doesn't mean that if it's for you, it's not going to benefit others. Of course it will. It'll benefit your families, your significant other, your friends, depending on how they're involved in the process of what you're trying to accomplish. And lastly though, when I say is it for something, if your why is driven and it's materialistic because you want to have a fancy sports car, you want to have a bigger house, you want to have those fancy trips, there's nothing wrong with wanting that. But if that's your number one focus and your why, in my experience, you'll fail because it's not a big enough reason to just say, I'm going to do all this stuff because I want to have a hot tub. I want to have a big house. I want to have an exotic sports car. I want to be able to travel 5-6 times a year. Some of that can be part of your drive. It can be part of why you're going to do what you're going to do. But it has to be so much greater than that. It has to be centered in here, right? Come from here to here, right? You need to understand that if you're doing it for something, that's not going to be a big enough catalyst, a big enough drive to help you get to the end. You have to have a why that is tied directly to the passion and purpose of what you want to accomplish. And it can't be about achieving materialistic things. I know people that's been a temporary driver. They've accomplished lots because they want all those fancy, all the fancy bling in life, and they want all the, to show off to others. but it doesn't sustain them, because once they get those things, then they peter off. They literally go crash and burn. I've seen many successful people drive themselves for materialism and then lose their drive once they accomplish it, and their business is stagnant, and if not, fall apart because they haven't done it for the right reasons. Again, it's okay to want all that stuff, but it can't be your why. It can't be your drive to accomplish and, aspire to gather bling, gather that shiny object, those materialistic things that you want. The end result can be all that, but driving yourself to that point to be able to accomplish and get all that stuff needs to have a purpose that is directed and focused specifically on you, not others. And it must be a why that, literally makes you want to jump out of bed at night, makes you want to work 12, 14, 16-hour days, because it is work when you're reaching and you're trying to aspire to accomplish the dreams that you've put down on paper as goals. So I look forward to talking tomorrow. I hope this sees you having a fantastic day. I know many of my friends and family around, are, celebrating, because it is in some ways a celebration. Memorial Day for my friends in the U.S. What your loved ones, your past relatives that are gone, the ones that are still surviving, that have served, that have helped keep your country free, has indirectly helped us Canadians out too. And know that I appreciate each and every one of you and your families for their sacrifice, for your sacrifice, and know that it is always noticed, appreciated, and loved. So I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. God bless you all. Peace out. Stay out of trouble and stay safe.